Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Online Learning. This video is related to very important update. I received a lot of queries from all of you that what about the Cognizant GenC exam cutoff and exam result timeline. You completed the aptitude plus technical exam. What's about their cutoff? Is communication round is elimination because it's a schedule tomorrow. Next is offline interview, cutoff criteria for interview call. In the video we will discuss about everything. I created separate playlist for all of you in which total 7 videos are there. You can see communication assessment video because it's a schedule tomorrow. So in the particular video we will discuss about everything. First of all, I created one interview preparation playlist in which everything is there. Cognizant technical interview preparation, HR, GenC interview experience. So no need to worry about that. I will come up with a specific video as soon as possible. First of all, your registration is there, screening and communication assessment. You completed your technical assessment and aptitude assessment previously, and tomorrow your communication assessment is scheduled on December 1st. Okay, if you cleared that, you will be shortlisted for offline technical interview for one of the role, GenC, GenC Pro, GenC Next. But as we know that this hiring is only specifically for the GenC, so third round is offline, and if you selected letter of intent, LOI will be there. So what about the offline technical interview? So you do not have to confuse in that. You will receive two mail. Okay. The one mail is related to Cognizant. Okay. And second mail is related to Superset. Cognizant will share one mail that you are shortlisted for test and you are shortlisted for GenC interview, and this is the venue details and this is the date for your particular interview. You will receive one mail from Superset in which all details are there. You have to log in to Superset portal and join and wait in the lobby. Okay. So like there is some confusion that either we have to attend the interview from our home or we have to go to venue. So guys, you have to go to venue that is mentioned by Cognizant itself, but we have to wait for the official mail. You have to go to venue. You have to take your laptop, log in to Superset portal. Okay, log in to Superset portal. Then basically when you log into the Superset portal, you have to join and you have to wait. Your interview will be started. So the interview is look like the venue is related to Cognizant office. Okay, venue is Cognizant office and interview is yours, and you have to attend interview on the Superset. Okay, so I think there is no confusion at all. It is mandatory to appear for communication aptitude and technical assessment to be eligible for technical interview. Please note, if selected, candidate will join as a fresher as no prior work experience will be considered. Okay, first of all, let's discuss about the exam result timeline. This is 2025 batch expected result timeline. Suppose communication on 17th April, aptitude on 21st, 22nd April, technical on 25th April. So expected result date is 2 to 4th May and actual result date is 9th May, means after 14 days of exam. Timeline is 7 to 14 days. You can see on my screen that this is the 2025 batch previous month hiring, in which 13th, 14th, 15th November is the test date. Okay, and on 19th November I uploaded video on 20 November, but on 19th November candidate received the mail that they shortlist for the GenC interview. Okay, so the thing is like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, like in the 4 to 5 days you will receive the result from the Cognizant team according to their timeline. So as we know that basically what about the communication assessment? The communication assessment on 1 December. Okay, aptitude assessment is on 27 November and technical assessment is on 29th November. Okay, so we can expect that like by 5 to 6th November, 5 to 6th December, we will receive the result from Cognizant team. Either if they will take this timeline 7 to 14 days, so till 10 December, we receive the result from the Cognizant team. Let's discuss about the main thing that is related to Cognizant exam cutoff. Is communication is elimination round. Okay, one thing they clearly mention, you have to mandatory attempt the communication assessment, aptitude assessment plus technical assessment in order to eligible for the technical interview. So definitely they will check the communication assessment performance. Elimination or not elimination totally depends on Cognizant team, but they will check how you perform in the reading section. Okay, reading and listening section. Okay, after that there is a topic that you have to speak on a particular topic, so they will check about your fluency and are you able to add more points or in that? Okay, in the grammar section they will check how many questions you correct, means how many of your questions are correct. Okay, and in the comprehension section they will check what's your question and answer ability, like they ask question and what about your answer. So the thing is they will check the performance, how you perform in communication assessment. So you can practice from our previous video, last video related to communication assessment. I have request from all of you, mention in the comment section about Cognizant cutoff, like hello sir, like this. Aptitude I solve 26 to 27 question, technical I solve 4 question, 1 SQL, 2 C sharp and 1 web development. First of all I will show you the latest cutoff that is mentioned by candidate, and this exam is in November month. Okay, means this month. Okay, November month means it is a 2025 survey exam, 13 14 15 communication aptitude and technical. 2 SQL complete right, Java MCQ done right, coding question only few test case pass, not all in both test cases. In communication I attempt all question and I think I done all right. Aptitude done well, don't know how much is correct. Okay, I gave test on Saturday 25 batch CSE. So you can understand that, but we will understand from this example more. Technical assessment 1 C sharp, 2 SQL, 1 web question and MCQ. So we can understand that the candidate cluster is cluster number 3, in which I will write like this, in which C sharp 2 coding questions are there, SQL 2 queries question are there, and web UI. Okay, not web UI, it is a UI based questions. Okay, so it is one question, total 2 plus 4 and 5 question, and C sharp MCQs are total 10 question. Let's check with the table as well. Where is the table? So here is the table. You can see on my screen that 2 coding questions are there, SQL 2 query question, web UI 1 question and C sharp MCQ 10 question. So total 15 questions are there. Okay, 2, 4 and here 5 and 10, total 15 questions are there. Let's check how many candidates solve, how many question candidates solve. Technical C sharp 1 question solve, SQL 2 out of 2 done. Okay, 1 web UI question is solved, and MCQs. Okay, MCQs don't candidate not mention how many MCQs are correct, so totally depends on them. So basically the MCQ cutoff is in between. If you solve 7 plus correct, so high chances that you cleared the cutoff, but MCQ cutoff is in between 5 to 7. But yes, there is a chances, because in the C sharp candidate solve 1 coding question, in the SQL candidate completed the 2 coding question, and web UI 1 question. Okay, and MCQs also performance is good, so there is a high chances of shortlisting, because at least candidates solve the almost question. Okay, aptitude I attended all the question. Communication talk about topic for 1 minute, that particular section 2 out of 3 I attended, whereas the rest I attended all the question. Interview date 24th November and 25 batch pass out student. So the thing is, candidate interview date is 24th November. I will come up with specific interview experience of candidates, so no need to worry about that. First of all, this is a previous examination in which candidates solve the, in technical exam I solved 2 SQL, 2 Java, 1 HTML. It is a cluster number 1. My performance in aptitude is average. Will I get interview mail? Candidate shortlisted for GenC Pro role. Very good evening sir. Communication moderate, aptitude score 23 plus, gaming this level, technical 2 SQL plus 1 C sharp done with HTML CSS part. Is there any chance to select for GenC role? Candidate shortlisted for GenC category. So we will understand the specific cutoff. Okay, I already said your examination is like this: 27 aptitude, okay, 29 technical, and basically on 1 December your communication assessment will be there. In the next 5 days you will receive result. So what about the communication aptitude exam? So you can see on my screen that aptitude exam time 80 minutes, 2 section quant and game based aptitude, 30 question, 30 minutes for quant, 4 section, 9 minutes per each section, deductive reasoning, reasoning gap challenge, complex planning capability and inductive reasoning. So basically this is Cognizant aptitude exam cutoff. 30 question, 30 minutes are there for the quant. So for 14 to 20 question, it's the cutoff that is like mentioned by candidates in the previous examination. 20 to 25 or 25 plus question, high chances that you cleared the cutoff. As you can see on my screen, 23 plus aptitude scores are there. So suppose if you solve the 23 plus question correct, so high chances that you clear the quant related cutoff. What about the gamified assessment? It is easy to medium, 4 section are there and it is level based. How many level you passed in this 4 section? 6 level, 11 level, 23 level, 18 level, like this. Okay, so you can see on my screen that candidate passed 6 level, 11 level, 23 and 21 level. So number of level you passed in like aptitude assessment, number of level, okay, you passed in aptitude assessment, so there is a high chance. Okay, so it is a official cutoff, but most probably if you solve the 20 plus question correct in the aptitude, high chances that you clear the aptitude cutoff. Let's discuss about technical assessment. This is skill cluster number 1, skill cluster number 3 and skill cluster number 2. Java, NC, SQL, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Here Python, NC, SQL, Cloud Fundamental, C#, NC, SQL, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So basically this is related to skill cluster number 1. Total time 120 minutes. Number of question 15 question. So Java 2 coding question, SQL coding web UI and Java. This is skill cluster 2, Python 2 coding question, SQL 2 query, Cloud MCQ 10 and Python MCQ 10. And this is skill cluster number 3. So there are multiple condition in the skill cluster, or we can say that in the technical assessment. First of all, they will check cluster number 1, cluster number 2 and cluster number 3, different cutoff. Suppose according to cutoff or according to the cluster wise, multiple conditions are there. If you solve the 2 coding question, 2 SQL is done and web UI, HTML, CSS is done, and if you solve the 5 plus MCQs, okay, this is a cluster number 1 cutoff, expected cutoff. So there is a high chances of GenC next interview call. Why I mentioned GenC next, GenC Pro and GenC? So the thing is, previously they they shortlist you for 3 of the role, either GenC Pro, GenC and the GenC next. But we have to discuss about the GenC role only, because currently they are hiring for GenC. So at least if you solve the 1 coding question, you are from any of the cluster. You are from any of the cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 3. If you solve the 1 coding question and 1 SQL question and the rest UI part, that is a web UI part, or suppose if I'm talking about the cloud fundamental. So let's discuss about the cluster wise cutoff. Okay, so this is cluster number 1. At least you solve the 1 coding question, SQL 1 question, coding web UI 1, and here 5 plus. So there is a chances of GenC interview call. Most probably if they consider the more cutoff means if they consider the more question, so at least you have to solve 1 coding question of Java, 2 of SQL, 1 web UI and 5 plus MCQ, shortlisted for GenC role. Let's discuss about the cluster 2 related cutoff. So suppose you solve the 1 question here, Cloud MCQ 5 plus correct, Python MCQ 5 plus correct, at least there is a chances of GenC interview call. If they check the more cutoff, again Python 1, SQL 2, here 5 to 6 or 5 to 7 correct, here 5 to 7, like this. Okay, and what about the skill cluster number 1? Same, 1 question, here 1 question, web UI 1 question is already completed, and C# MCQ 5 plus. So this is the overall cutoff. Again, the cutoff is not disclosed by Cognizant. They will check how you perform in communication assessment, aptitude assessment and technical assessment. This is all about Cognizant. I hope you like the video. I will meet you in the next video. The thing is, once you received the interview update, let me know in the comment section. I will make separate video for all of you. Thanks for watching the video.